everyone and welcome to the first of my Halloween makeup tutorials this year. Not gonna lie, this might be my favourite I've ever done. It's so pretty but also really spooky and definitely makes an impression. I found a picture very similar to this on Instagram and I thought I'd recreate a full tutorial as I couldn't find one online, so here it is. Let's get straight to it. I'm going to start by applying foundation to the top half of my face. I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear foundation and just buffing that into my skin using an Causemetics buffing brush. Then it's time for brows. I'm going to be using the Benefit Brow Contour Pro. Love this. It's like one of those fancy pens you used to get in school. So I'm using the lightest shade at the beginning of my brows, just filling in any sparse areas, and then using the dark shade towards the end of my brows. To prime the eyes, I'm using my Bare Minerals Gen Nude Eye Primer. This is in like a really nice peachy shade. I'm just patting that all over my eyelid before going in with eyeshadow. So I'm going to be using one of my favourite palettes today. It's the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. Not only do these eyeshadows smell like chocolate, but they're also incredibly pigmented. So I'm going to be using Rolling in Dough, which is a cream shade, all over my eyelid just as a nice base. And then I'm going in with the shade So Bougie, which is such a great name for an eyeshadow. It's kind of like a matte coffee shade, and I'm just working that and really blending it into the crease of my eye. I'm focusing a lot on blending for this as it's going to be quite an intense smoky eye. Also running that underneath my lower lash line as well. I'm then taking the shade Decadent, which is a nice matte black, and again just blending and blending into the crease of my eye. I want to add a pop of silver into this eyeshadow, so I'm going to be taking my Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer, just patting that in so we have a nice really clean white base to work with. And then I'm going to be taking the shade Dripping Diamonds from the Too Faced palette, which is a nice silver, and I'm just going to pack that on top of the concealer. For a bit more sparkle, I'm actually going to go back in with an actual silver glitter. This is from Monkey, and I'm just going to work that on top of the silver eyeshadow just for an extra pop of glitter. Next, it's time for eyeliner. I'm going to be using one of my favourites. It's the Soap & Glory SuperCat eyeliner, just lining my entire top line with a little flick as well. Don't worry too much about the flick as we are going to add some more eyeshadow and blend this out further. I'm taking the Decadent matte black eyeshadow and just smudging that out on top and then applying mascara. I've got this tiny little sample of the Benefit Bad Girl Bang mascara and I love this so much. It's probably my new favourite mascara ever. So I'm just using that on my top and bottom lashes. I am also going to apply falsies, so you can skip this step. And then I'm just going to build up that eyeshadow a tiny bit more. So using the shade Cocoa Truffle and a bit more of that Decadent Black, I'm just going to really go ahead and spend some time smoking this out. I haven't worn eyeliner in ages, but I've dug out one from Thrive Causemetics. It's just a black eyeliner. This range is vegan. It's really nice from what I've tried so far. And I'm just lining my top and bottom waterlines with that. Smudging it out underneath with some more eyeshadow, and then it's time for lashes. I'm using the Eyeliner Texture False Eyelashes in number 117. These are perfect for this look. Before going in with some more concealer to really perfect that base. This is really one of my new favourite products in my makeup bag. It's the Too Faced Multiuse Sculpting Concealer. It's so thick and pigmented and creamy, but it doesn't cake on the skin or cling to dry patches. It just offers a really, really perfect base. So I'm just going over my foundation and under my eyes and making sure I've got no fallout. Next, it's time for some highlighter. I'm using my Illamasqua Deity highlighter underneath my brow bone on the inner corner of my eye and then along my cheekbone as well. I'm also taking some of my Ciate highlighter. I don't know the name of this, but I'm going to leave links to everything down below. And this highlight is absolutely popping. It's such a great combination. Just what we want for this look. Next, I'm taking my Benefit Hoola bronzer and I'm just going to use this to quickly contour my nose and also my face. So really buffing that down my cheekbones and along my forehead as well. Next, I'm taking my Collection concealer again and basically just outlining where I want the dripping skin to be. This step is optional. You could just do it as you go, but I thought it'd be nice to like map out where I want the glitter to start. Just blending that in. And then it's time for the fun part, all the glitter. So I've got this really nice iridescent, kind of like holographic craft glitter. I'll leave a link to it down below. And I'm just spraying my skin, my neck, with hairspray. I found is the best thing that helps stick it on. I'm just using the L'Oreal Elnet Satin Hairspray and just taking a foundation brush and covering my entire neck and chest area with this as a base. And then I'm going in with a more pigmented silver glitter. This is a really finely milled silver glitter. It's biodegradable. I will leave a link to it down below. And really then just building up this silver glitter look. This took the longest out of the whole tutorial. This probably took me about 20 minutes in total, but it's definitely worth it because it looks so fun. Also, tip, put a towel down before you do this bit so you don't get glitter all over your carpet. If you feel like lots of glitter is falling off, then take some extra hairspray and just spritz it on top, and that should help secure it in place. I'm taking a Kryolan multi-gel, and this is like a silver glitter in a gel base, and it's so pigmented. So I'm just taking that on a little angled liner brush and starting to build up my dripping face with this. I found that other glitter sits really well and sticks nicely on top, so taking just some more of that finely milled silver glitter and just building it up again and again. I don't really think it matters what kind of glitter you use for this, just as long as it's alright for the environment and that it's biodegradable. I've also used a couple different glitters for this look. One from Go Get Glitter, it's like a silver chunky glitter. I've also used a holographic one from Stargazer and just poured that all over my chest, and that also looks super fun. As well as one from Barry M, it's the Pick and Glitz glitter, also a little bit holographic. I'm just really building this up. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Okay, now this is the really fun part. I got this 3D gel from Amazon. It was quite cheap, probably around £6. You have to heat it up and melt it in a cup of boiling water, and then you can pour it on your face, and this is so fun. Stupidly, I was holding a mirror in front of my face for half of this, so I'm so sorry you can't see it properly. You have to work quite quickly before it dries, but it's really fun and it really looks like your skin is just melting, which is great. Adding a tiny bit of shading with the same eyeshadows I used earlier, just a tiny bit of the black and the brown around the drips to make them really stand out a little bit more. And then I'm going to apply glitter all over one of my hands just to complete the look, and then we are done. I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I'd love to see if you could recreate this at home. If you'd like to see more like this from me, then be sure to subscribe. I have quite a few more Halloween tutorials coming up very soon, as well as some true crime videos coming up on my channel over the Halloween month as well. So yeah, very excited. Happy Halloween, guys. Love you lots. Bye.